Kia ora. Welcome to HMNZS Aotearoa, the Royal New Zealand Navy's brand new fleet tanker maritime sustainment ship. I'm Captain Simon Rooke, and I have the privilege of being the first commanding officer of the largest ship our Navy has ever commissioned. Aotearoa was purpose built for us in order to enhance our ability to maintain regional security and provide a presence in the region. Aotearoa has the ability to sustain our ships at sea, conduct scientific research missions and support all of government programs, be they for the environment or for other means. She also has humanitarian relief and disaster assistance capability inherent within her design. We'd love to show you around, so please come with me. Before we go on to the ship, let's have a quick look at one of her best features, the hull. It's ice strengthened to Polar Class 6, which gives Aotearoa the ability to conduct Antarctic operations, which will include the resupply of McMurdo Station and Scott Base. The hull is double skinned and in places up to 10 centimetres thick, and that'll give us the ability to travel south with confidence. You'll also see the unique bow design, which incorporates a new wave-piercing hull form. This reduces resistance and lowers our fuel burn. Further down the ship, you'll notice these bright orange polar-capable lifeboats. The ship has two of these fitted, one on either side. Lifeboats are designed to provide evacuation and emergency in all environments, be that fuel fires upon the sea, or if something bad happens while we're down south, protecting us from the elements of the freezing cold Antarctic conditions. Each life raft is capable of accommodating up to 100 personnel in the harshest of conditions and includes reticulated ventilation, and each lifeboat is self-propelled and capable of getting through the water and getting away from the immediate dangers. They have stores on board to allow us to survive and maintain ourselves for up to 72 hours, or slightly longer if we ration the food. Now moving on board Aotearoa, our first stop is the ship's bridge. This is the heart and soul of the ship, and it's the only place that's permanently manned whenever we're at sea. As you'd expect, the bridge provides a commanding view all around the ship. It allows the people that work up there to maintain full situational awareness. There's state-of-the-art integrated systems that fuse a range of information from all of our sensors, enabling the bridge team to keep us safe under all conditions, and to get us where we need to be when we need to be there. One of the primary roles of Aotearoa is to be an underway at-sea refuelling tanker. She can carry 12,000 cubic metres, and that's approximately 10,000 tonnes of marine or aviation fuel. That means that she can refuel one of our Anzac frigates 17 times, or a Sea Sprite helicopter just under 1,200 times. That's a lot of flying. These towers you can see, which we call the replenishment at sea or RAS towers, allow us to refuel ours and allied vessels at sea by day or night, simply by firing a line across the water, which the other ship gets, heaves in a wire, and then the fuel hoses are slid down the wire and we commence refueling. The underway refueling process is controlled from this compartment, the RASCO, or the Replenishment at Sea Coordination and Control Room. In here the engineers manage the fuel pumps and determine how quickly we pass fuel from our ship to a customer. Aotearoa can refuel two ships at the same time, one on either side, and for helicopters we can support both on-deck refueling or if we need to, in-flight refueling so they don't have to land on board. One of the things that sets Aotearoa apart is her enormous cargo carrying capability. We can accommodate up to 22 20-foot shipping containers, which includes 4 dedicated dangerous goods container stations for ammunition or explosives. She also has a 25-tonne crane fitted, which makes loading and unloading of these containers to the shore or to another ship or landing craft an option for us. It removes our need for shore cranes in some of those more remote or isolated locations. Moving below decks, our first stop is the desalination plants, or as we call them, reverse osmosis plants. These convert seawater into fresh water, and we can make up to 100,000 litres of fresh water per day. So if a humanitarian disaster was to strike in our region, Aotearoa could support the water needs of up to 5,000 people a day. The next stop on our journey is the beating heart of the ship, the engine rooms. We have 2 engine rooms on Aotearoa, and the ship is designed to be able to operate using propulsion diesels or diesel-electric mode. Diesel-electric gives us a more environmentally friendly option, whereas using the main diesel engines allows us to travel at speeds of up to 18 knots. We also have a system on board that lowers exhaust emissions that older vessels were not fitted with, and this new technology allows us to be a cleaner, greener, more environmentally conscious vessel. Working our way through the ship, we find ourselves in the accommodation spaces. Aotearoa carries a full complement of 65 sailors with the capacity to embark up to 100 people in total. Everyone is accommodated in either 4, 2 or single berth cabins determined usually by their role on board. Be they single, 2 or 4 berths, each one has its own ensuite and also includes a desk with a workstation. Aotearoa's sailors have the ability to add some personal touches to their cabins to create a more homely feel. One of the most important spaces on any ship is the galley, or, as it looks like if you don't work on ships, a kitchen. On board we have 6 chefs. They not only work in the galley, but they also provide services throughout the ship, including working on the replenishment deck for refuelling, the helicopter deck when we're doing flying operations, and some of them form part of the ship's medical emergency team as well. But when the chefs are focused on their primary job of preparing meals, they work here in the galley and can produce up to 400 meals a day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and if we're working through the night, a late night meal. This has enabled Aotearoa to continue to function 24 hours a day and support our customer ships with fuel or flying if it's needed. Aotearoa is designed to spend significant periods of time at sea, months if need be. When we're away, this is our home. Just like your home, our home has a recreation space for people to relax in. Aotearoa has a number of recreation spaces which are normally divided into rank groups. They are dedicated spaces where the team can relax and get some well-deserved downtime. These areas include entertainment systems, there's plenty of space to relax, just hang out and socialise. Working up to 20-hour days, sometimes the crew just need the chance to kick back, put their feet up and recharge the batteries a little. Having worked our way through the ship, we now find ourselves in the hangar. This is key to the operational capability as Aotearoa can embark either a Navy Sea Sprite helicopter or a Royal New Zealand Air Force NH-90 helicopter. This gives the ship significant capabilities, enhances our ability to shift people and equipment, and of course in order to maintain flight operations we may need to do maintenance on the aircraft. The hangar has adjoining workshops which allow all sorts of activity to be conducted, up to and including engine and rotor changes if required. And finally we find ourselves on the flight deck, where we have plenty of space to conduct not only flying operations, but when the helicopters aren't on deck, sport, PT, social gatherings, or simply a quiet spot to get some fresh air and relax and enjoy the view looking out over the ocean.
Well, that ends our short 360-degree tour around HMNZS Aotearoa, the first ship in our Navy to bear the country's name. Myself and the commissioning crew are exceptionally proud of Aotearoa, and we can't wait to show her off to all New Zealanders, both here and overseas. If you get a chance, please come and see us. We'd love to have you on board. Ko kiritea.